Oh, say it ain't so. Welcome back to Outnumbered. Former Vice President Joe Biden says he regrets not running for president last year and suggests that he could have beaten Donald Trump. Now, Biden, who ran twice before, as you remember, decided against a third try after his son Beau died in 2015. He told an audience at Colgate University that he had data, saying if he became the Democratic nominee, he had a good chance of winning. He also had this to say.
I was the best qualified, but the things that I've spent my whole life doing, American foreign policy, the ability to bring people together, the respect on both sides of the aisle. I thought there was a need to bring the country together, and I thought I could have done it.
Megan, could he have done it?
You know, I love Joe the Biden. I always will. I have a special place in my heart for him, even though we agree on almost nothing politically. The one thing I will say about this is I can't find a politician anywhere who doesn't have some revisionist history in their mind that if they had run for president in the last election cycle, things would have turned out differently. We forget too easily what a terrible campaigner this man was when he ran for president the 2 times that he did. Made a lot of really rookie errors, said a lot of just get on your Google, a lot of really dumb gaffes. I actually am not convinced he would have beaten President Trump, but I think America can collectively come together. He's a nice man, genuine man. I personally like him on a personal level. Don't know.
It would have been fun. That's
it would have been a very different race, wouldn't it? Because you know, Biden obviously comports himself differently than Hillary Clinton during debates. He knows how to fight when he has to, but he can turn on that likability and charm that she just doesn't possess, and $1 billion can't buy.
But I mean, he's saying right now he would have been a better candidate than Hillary Clinton. Clearly, then, right?
A tuna sandwich would have been a better candidate than Hillary Clinton. It's a that pen right there is a very low bar.
Kennedy hit the nail on the head just in terms of all the polling and the resets that we saw with Hillary Clinton's campaign, you know, part deux out on some remote island off of New York where no one went to, and blah, blah, blah. He had likability. He has likability, and that was something that she couldn't seem to conjure up. I would say, and it happened live on this very program, Sandra, if you'll recall, we took his remarks saying that he wasn't going to run. And for the first, I don't know, 10 minutes, it sure did sound like he was going to run. I mean, I was like, okay, he's about to, no, he's not announcing. Oh, he sounds so disappointed and
sad. It's
sad.
like James Comey. You thought he was about to indict Hillary Clinton, and then he pulls the rug out at the last minute. Very similar remarks, because you could tell there was a big part of him that really wanted to run.
I can understand. My mother lost both of my brothers. Both passed away. I can't, and all of you have children. I can't imagine how you survive that. You know, how you lose a child, and so
or
to then, in the midst of that, to turn around and run for president, which is, as we've seen, such a daunting task.
You know, I would almost believe that it was totally Joe Biden's decision if it were not for the downfall and the takedown of Bernie Sanders.
I think there was a lot of pressure.
What happened within the Democratic Party at that time with the desire, the thirst that was so real to anoint a woman to the throne.
You think it was
I would almost believe it was totally his decision, but I don't.
It would have been an interesting campaign when you have, I mean, you know, think of some of the things that Joe Biden has said. I mean,
you mean the gas?
Shoot somebody through the door with a shotgun.
But you would have had 2 candidates speaking from who they are. I mean,
you would have had Trump saying, you would have Trump saying some of his outrageous comments.
From Biden's point of view, though, you're absolutely right. He would have gotten pressure within the establishment wing of the party saying,
I think
you can't run against her because you'll seem sexist. But also, Biden had to take a deep look at Bernie Sanders and his followers and say, this is not my Democratic Party. This is not the direction the country needs to go in, and that in and of itself is almost enough of a magnet. But you know, here he's going to live with a lifetime of regret, don't you think?
Listen, I've met him in person. He's a lovely man with a sense of humor, which I think is really, really needed in politics today. I don't think he lives his life living in regret. I think he's been through a lot of personal tragedy, but he's a needed person in the Democratic Party in the sense that he's not flame-throwing in the way that Chuck Schumer is. He's friends with Republicans personally in his life as well, and that these lions of our political history who are quite frankly just going on the wayside, I think it's important that he still has a voice.
The way you speak of Joe Biden, I've never heard a Republican speak that way of Hillary Clinton.